What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm actually really excited because I'm sharing with you my first build that I did with the new My Wedding Stories game pack. It actually released yesterday, last night around 7 p.m. for me. So I immediately got my hands on it and I started building this little house in the new world of Tartosa, and I have to say I love this world. It's so pretty. I mean, obviously we've all already seen it probably from like early access content over here on YouTube or Twitter or wherever you watch that, or you've seen it. But I'm sure you have seen Tartosa already, and I just think it's so gorgeous. It's like a little Mediterranean inspired world. It's not necessarily inspired by a specific country, but I feel like it's like a mixture between Spain and Italy and Greece, like that sort of thing. So yeah, I just really enjoy it. I feel like it's so pretty, and I from the get-go knew that I wanted to do my first build here on this little square lot on that little island. So that's where I went immediately and I sat down and I started building, and I just had so much fun. It was so nice to build in a new environment, just a whole different, new, fresh like look and feel. If you hear noise in the background, that is just my cat. She is playing with her new tunnel. We got her a new tunnel the other day and she's really enjoying it. And she decided that right now was a good time to play. So that is that, if you're wondering. But yeah, I don't know. I was just feeling so inspired by this new world to build a nice little Mediterranean inspired rental. So this is definitely a rental. It's a romantic, like honeymoon kind of inspired rental. It does only have one bedroom with a double bed. So yeah, it's perfect for a couple. You could obviously go ahead and add another bed somewhere if you wanted this to be like a family sort of rental, but it's just not really, I don't know. It's just not the right thing for a family rental. I don't think it doesn't really work for that. So that would be a little bit weird and awkward. So yeah, this is definitely a rental for a couple. It doesn't have to be a honeymoon rental either, but that is just what I had in mind with the whole like wedding theme in the back of my mind, obviously, for this new pack. So that is just what I went with. And my cat, oh my goodness, what are you doing? What are you doing? She is going crazy right now. She just really decided that right now would be the perfect time for this, which obviously it's not. But it's fine. She's doing her thing in the background. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, this is definitely a little honeymoon inspired rental, and I didn't really have any specific sort of reference picture for this. I just sat down and started building from scratch. I did have some sort of like a vision in my mind, I guess, for this house. In the sense that I knew what kind of vibe I wanted to go for. Like, I just really wanted to have this nice little balcony in the front. I wanted to use this pergola from base game. Excuse me, are you okay? Are you okay back there? Okay, I'm sorry. I think I have to pause this real quick and just see what's going on with her. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm back. My cat just has the zoomies, and every time I start talking, she starts making a lot of noise. And then when I stop talking, she decides that it's time for her to just sit still. So that is just what she does. And I don't know why. She keeps bumping into the little cabinet behind me in her tunnel. I'm sure that you can see it. It's kind of annoying. And I'm really trying to just talk about the new pack, but my cat is just not agreeing with that. Anyway, let's try this. So yeah, like I was saying, I honestly just don't remember what I was saying at all, but I probably already mentioned that this is a honeymoon little rental, and yeah, I just sat down and started building this from scratch. I kind of had a vision in my mind of like the whole vibe of the place. I knew that I wanted it to be like on a higher up foundation, and then I wanted the whole lot to kind of be on that foundation. So like the whole backyard is like on the foundation as well. So I placed a little pool back there, which I thought was really cute. Like obviously the lot is quite small, so I didn't really have the space for like a large luxurious backyard with a large pool. But I didn't really want it to be like that because I just wanted this to be a small, cozy little rental that is just perfect for a couple. And so yeah, they have this nice pool back there. They also have a nice seating area outside and a few dining tables and stuff. And then for the rest of this rental, it's quite on the more traditional side of things. Like, it's definitely not modern. You can see that on the mostly on the interior for this build. It's a little bit more on the traditional side of things, and yeah, just not modern at all. It's also a little bit mismatched here and there, which is what I really enjoy about this interior for this little house. And I also, for example, did not place a TV because I don't know, I was kind of imagining the Sims staying in this little rental. They would probably just spend most of their time outside anyway. They would spend time in the pool, enjoy the amazing view over the ocean that they have here. It's so stunning. Like, the view on this little island, if you have the pack yourself, just travel to this lot and take a look at the view, because it's absolutely stunning. And like, the sunset is just the most gorgeous thing ever on this lot. So yeah, it's just, I was definitely imagining the Sims spending most of their time outside here anyway. But then obviously you need some indoor space as well. But yeah, I decided to just not go for a TV for this one. I did place a little laptop inside, like upstairs, so that you can use that for gameplay if you really needed to. I also placed a little chess table inside, and then also a yoga mat. And yeah, I also parked a couple of bikes, because I was thinking that this rental probably comes with those bikes, and then you can just take the bike and just ride your bike around Tartosa. I thought that that was a really cute idea, and definitely something I personally would do if I were staying in a place like this. Like, I would definitely go for that bike ride and just, yeah, just explore the little town, if you will. So yeah, that's definitely what I was imagining for these Sims as well. And you can see that I was doing some landscaping. I didn't really have a whole lot of room left on this lot to actually do like excessive landscaping. So I tried to keep it more on the manicured side of things. I placed a lot of bushes surrounding, or like lining the foundation, if you will. And then I also placed a couple of debug trees. This pack sadly does not come with any landscaping in the regular catalog. It only comes with debug landscaping. Now, I don't personally care about that because I use debug landscaping anyway, like all the time, but I can imagine that some people would have liked to see some landscaping in the actual catalog, because you can definitely see that there are very like specific trees around in this world, and it would have been nice to actually have those in the regular catalog. But yeah, sadly we don't. We have them as debug plants, and I use them anyway because the trees are so pretty. Like, I used two of the trees that came with this pack, and I just think that they are so gorgeous. I love them so much. And then for the rest of the exterior, you can see that I was really trying to place down a lot of the wisteria, and then I have these little makeshift pergola little areas, as you can see, and I placed some greenery on top of that as well. So yeah, there's just a lot of greenery around and on this house, which I really enjoy. I was going a little bit overboard with the wisteria. As you can see, it's looking very busy right now. I did end up deleting a couple of those wisteria bushes, if that's what you can call them, like, because they were also clipping on the inside of the house, a couple of them, which obviously I didn't realize because I was still working on the exterior. But as soon as I realized, I just deleted a couple, and yeah, that made it look a whole lot better. And then for the rest of the outside, you can see that I placed this little pool. It's a very little swimming pool. It's very small, but I really love it. I think it's so cute and perfect for a couple. And honestly, I mean, you're probably also just gonna go to the ocean and swim in the ocean if you're staying here and the weather is nice. But yeah, it's just nice to have a private swimming pool as well. That just really gives it that like luxurious look and feel. And then for the rest of the build by items from this pack, we did not get a whole lot of stuff. Obviously, we got some things that are perfect for weddings. We got a whole heap of wedding arches, for example, which is fun. We got these loungers. I love these loungers. I think the loungers are my favorite item from this pack. If I had to pick one, they're just so pretty. They're so realistic. They're so well made. The colors are beautiful. I don't know. I just really enjoy those loungers. So I placed a couple of those. And then as you can see out front, I placed a large dining table. It's actually a 6-seater dining table, which is a little bit out of place maybe since this is a rental for a couple, but I don't know, maybe you have a couple of friends coming over, or maybe you wanna, I don't know, have a family breakfast after the wedding. I don't know. Obviously your whole family can't stay here, but I just really enjoyed placing that larger dining table out there because I had the space for it. So that's what I did. And then they have a smaller dining table out back. They do not have a dining table indoors because I just did not have the space for it, but I felt like that was okay because they already had 2 dining tables outdoors, and just fingers crossed that the weather is going to be nice every single day so that you can sit outside and have dinner outside. But I feel like for this little rental, it just made sense. And so they also have a nice little seating area outdoors as well. And yeah, I just basically finished the whole exterior, including the front porch and the back porch, or patio. I don't really know what the proper term for that is. And then I moved on to the inside of the house. So yeah, the floor plan of this house is fairly simple. I didn't really have a lot of choice. Like, there was not a whole lot of wiggle room for this layout, if you want to call it that, because the house is quite small. The size or the shape of it, it's quite finicky, if you will. So yeah, there was just only a couple of choices that I could go for really to have this floor plan make sense. So we have this little entryway. The entryway is actually quite spacious. So we have the front door leading into the entryway. I just placed a little shelving unit where you can store your coat and your shoes and what have you. You can just hang that up. And then we have a little end table in here as well, and a mirror and just a chair so you can sit down and put on your shoes, if you will. I don't know. The entryway is just a little entryway. It's nothing special. And also for this build, I didn't clutter it up all that much. I mean, it's definitely cute and cluttered and cozy, but not too much so, because it is a rental, so it wouldn't really make sense for me to clutter up the whole place and make it look super lived in. So yeah, that's not what I did. I kept the clutter to a minimum. But yeah, I really like the kitchen. So basically for the floor plan, when you enter into the house, obviously we have the little entryway, and then we have an archway leading into the very narrow little kitchen. And then off of the kitchen, we have an archway that leads you into the living area. And then we have a back door off of the living area, if that makes sense. But as per usual, I will do a real-time little tour of the house once the speed build portion is over. But yeah, I really love how this kitchen turned out. I was definitely struggling with it a little bit. Also with like the placement of the window. So I really had to fiddle around with that a little bit more because I couldn't center anything underneath the windows, and that was driving me crazy. So yeah, I just made it so that I could actually center the stove underneath the window. So that's what I did, and I really enjoyed using this swatch of the base game counters combined with the green appliances from, I think the appliances are from Cottage Living, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. I've never really used the green swatch, but they go so well with the color of the countertop, like the actual top of the countertop, if that makes sense. Usually I use this swatch of the base game counters with combined with the white countertop, but for this one, I went for this dusty, what is it, like gray purpley color, and then combined with the green, like I just mentioned. I think it's just so pretty. So yeah, I really had a lot of fun with that. And the kitchen, I did clutter up a little bit, obviously, because you need some stuff in the kitchen, and it was just looking kind of weird and empty without any clutter, which is not what I wanted to go for. So yeah, I just went into the catalog and placed a couple of different decorations out here, like a bread box and some utensils and some paper towels and whatnot, just a regular kitchen clutter. And then I also made sure to place a microwave as well as a coffee maker for this kitchen. And I also placed one of the little tea sets, like the functional tea sets that we got with this pack. Those are actually so cute. I placed those or one of those in the living area on the coffee table, which I thought was just perfect. But yeah, for this pack, like I can't tell you too much about it just yet because I literally bought the pack, went into loaded into this lot, started building, and then did this voiceover. So that is what happened. I didn't really play around with it all that much. But as far as build buy items go, like we don't have a whole heap of stuff. Obviously we have a lot of wedding related items, but if you are looking to buy a pack that's really gonna help you build differently, or like different build items that maybe inspire you to build Mediterranean houses, like obviously there are a couple of things that you can use, but this pack, it's just not a builder's pack. It inspired me enough to actually I don't know, feel inspired to build something different or something that I really enjoyed, I guess. So it's definitely a good pack. It always adds something because it does come with new items. So it definitely adds something, but it's just, if you know what I'm trying to say, like, it's just not a builder's pack when you compare it, for example, to Dream Home Decorator, which was basically a builder's pack. Even the career was literally building. So that was a builder's pack. This is more so a gameplay pack, and also obviously a cast pack because of all the pretty clothes and stuff that we got for the weddings. So yeah, it's not necessarily a builder's pack. However, the world is really, really the selling point for me on this pack thus far. I haven't done any gameplay, and I'm honestly kind of scared to. You probably know that the release for this pack was definitely very messy, in the sense that the whole early access period for the game changers, the pack was incredibly buggy and glitchy, and the gameplay just didn't work. It didn't work properly. A lot of things didn't work at all. And now that the pack has been released, they patched it, and I personally haven't done any gameplay. I will be doing that later today for my Legacy Challenge, so fingers crossed, we'll see how that goes. And then you will see that in the next episode of my Legacy Challenge, which will probably also be up this week still. But yeah, I'm really keeping my fingers crossed, but I have seen some tweets and some YouTube video titles that kind of lead me to believe that the glitches have not all been fixed. There are definitely some glitches still, which I'm not sure what those glitches are because, like I said, I haven't done any gameplay myself. So I don't know. I guess I will be surprised when I do some gameplay with this pack. So I'm a little bit scared for that. I wish the Sims team was given more time to release this pack and to just properly playtest everything and fix things that are broken, and just, I don't know. It's so sad that they had to release it so quickly. And it's so buggy. So yeah, that just sucks. That just sucks for us, but it sucks for the Sims team as well, because they are not the ones who decide when to actually release a pack. So yeah, they just have this specific time schedule, I guess, that they have to work with. And yeah, this is just what happened for this pack, which is extremely annoying and sad. But yeah, I really hope they fix it at some point. But yeah, like I just said, we will see what the gameplay, how glitchy the gameplay still is. I will find that out later today, I guess. But yeah, for the rest of this house, you can really see it come together. We are working on the bedroom right now. So we don't have a closed off bedroom. Basically, the whole second floor of this house is the bedroom. So you walk up the stairs and then you enter into this, this little bedroom. And I think it's very cozy. It's really cute. I tried to play around with some like powdery, dusty, pinky colors and oranges, like pinks and oranges, and I just feel like it's really pretty and cute and definitely kind of romantic looking. And then one item that I also really, really love for this from this pack are the curtains. I will take any type of curtain, like anything, because I feel like we don't have enough curtains in the game at all. And so these curtains, I just feel like they are so pretty. They come in very, very pretty, soft colored swatches that I just think are so gorgeous. The only kind of annoying thing is that both of the versions of these curtains, so you have the like loose hanging curtains and you have these ones that I used up here that are tied. I use those downstairs as well. They don't come in the exact same swatches, which, I mean, they probably did that on purpose because you can layer them actually and create your own custom curtains, like custom color combinations, if you will. So that is really, really cool. But still, like they don't come in matching swatches, or at least not all of them, because I placed down the closed version, if you will, of this curtain at first up here, and then I swapped them out for the tied version, and I wanted to change the color of those to the like dusty green that I was using before, but then I realized that the tied up version doesn't come in that color, which was a little bit annoying because I love that color and I kind of based the whole color scheme of the curtains. So then I needed to swap out the whole color scheme, which was a little bit annoying. I wish they would have come in, I wish they would come in the exact same swatches, but sadly they don't, which was a little bit annoying to me, but it's not the biggest problem, like it's fine. And then off of the bedroom up here, we have a little balcony, as you can see. So I placed two little benches from the Jungle Adventure stuff pack, and then a little coffee table in the middle. So that is a nice hangout spot for your Sims as well. And then after that, I just went back outside to place some additional decorations, and then that is actually it. So let's jump right into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the little rental in the game. I feel like it looks very, very inviting, very cozy. A lot of plants and flowers and greenery around, which I just really love that vibe for this house. And I mean, look at this gorgeous view over the ocean. Isn't that just so cool? And then the view at the front of the house is gorgeous too. You have this little pathway and then leading up to this hill and this little bay area over here. I don't know. I love this world. I think it's so gorgeous. But for the build, we have the little staircase leading up to the patio, and we have a nice large dining table out here. I actually placed one of the tea sets out here as well. I love that tea set. I think it's so cute, and I love that it's functional too. And then we have a couple of decorative barrels. I love this barrel as well from the pack. It's a really good item. So back here, I parked a couple of bikes, and I also placed a little yoga mat for an extra skill building item and just an activity in general. And then back here, we have the back patio, obviously. So we have a little grill out here and a little 4-seater dining table. Obviously, I hid a little bin over here in the corner as well. And then we have a nice seating area out here and these loungers. These loungers are just so pretty. They're so good. And then I placed this large umbrella from the debug menu, and I can just totally imagine these newlyweds hanging out here, lounging around on these loungers and just enjoying this amazing view over the ocean. It's so romantic to me. And then back here they have a little private swimming pool as well. And then for the inside of the house, so when you walk through the front door, we have this little entryway. This is nothing special, just an end table and a shelving unit to store your coat and your shoes if you want to do that. And then through this little archway, we have the kitchen. I really enjoy how this kitchen came out. It's simple, but I just love the color scheme. I should use these green appliances more often. They're absolutely gorgeous. So we have the fridge and the stove and a microwave and stuff over here. And then over on this side, we have the little sink and a coffee maker and just some additional decorations. And then through this archway over here, we walk straight into the living area. I was struggling with this a little bit, but I really love how it came together. You can definitely tell that it's a rental, I feel like. It doesn't really feel like an actual house that Sims live in permanently for some reason. I don't know why exactly, but that is just the vibe that it gives off to me, which is actually perfect because this is a rental. So I did actually decide to place down a fireplace, which you're probably not going to need if you're staying here in the summertime, but I just really love this item and it's just very characteristic. So I placed 2 of these love seats from the new pack that I really like. I think they're so pretty. I just wish they would have done some more neutral, versatile swatches, but still the swatches that it comes in are also still really pretty. Just a little bit difficult to work with sometimes maybe. But I combined it with this little chair from Discovery University and then just, you know, some decorations. Once again, the tea set in here and some cute paintings and plants. And then back here we have a bookcase and then a door that leads onto the back patio. Then downstairs we have the only bathroom of the house. So it's very simple. We just have a shower tub combo, a sink and a toilet. So that is nothing special, I guess. And then when we go upstairs, we have the bedroom. I love the color scheme in here. I think it's very cute. I love how these curtains match perfectly with this swatch of the bed from Discovery University. So we have a nice dresser next to the bed with some clean towels ready to go for the Sims who are renting the place. And yeah, just another nice little painting and a wardrobe over here if you want to just unpack your suitcase. And then back through this little archway, we have a tiny little activity room, I guess you could call it. I placed a desk with a laptop because for gameplay purposes, that is just nice to have. And then also a little chess table. I don't know, when it's maybe raining outside and you want to have something to do indoors, then we have a little chess table out there. And then off of the bedroom, we have this little balcony out front with a couple of benches and a cute coffee table. But that is actually it for this build. So this Tartosa Honeymoon rental is up on the gallery. I accidentally placed it as a residential lot on the gallery. I meant to make it a rental lot, but I guess I just forgot to do it. This house comes in at just under 95,000 simoleons, so definitely very very expensive, but if you're gonna use it as a rental, then that doesn't really matter all that much. I guess the rent price of this house will be quite expensive, but you know, for a honeymoon, I guess it's worth it. But I built it on a 20 by 20 in Tartosa, obviously, so if you want to place it in your game, I think it looks cutest on that little island. But that is actually gonna do it for today's video, so I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You could also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so, and if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!